Clarity, what's going on, people? Today we got a lot of stuff to chop up. Right now, it's getting real. The markets closed on the uptick yesterday, but this is just the beginning. This is going to go on for months and months. This ain't over. You got a lot of people who are just hoping that it's over. But I got some stuff I want to share with you guys because it was something I almost did, but now I'm glad that I didn't do it. I am real glad I didn't do it. If this is your first time here, this is Glendon Cameron, your hustling godfather. What we do here is we build businesses and we talk about the economy, making money, and all that other wonderful jazz. So here we are. Today is Saturday, and I haven't really been out today. I know I was at Target the other night and I just strolled down the toilet paper aisle and it was completely empty. And I went to Kroger and it was completely empty. And because the thing is, I'm good for about 2 weeks with TP because, typically I don't wait till last minute. I got 5 bathrooms up in this camp. So I want to keep them all adequately. If I really think about it, the bathrooms that I don't use, they all have toilet paper, so I'm probably good for 3 weeks. But I went ahead and put in the order on Amazon, and Amazon was out of most brands of toilet paper, which I'm going to bring up something. Italy has made it, they have suspended mortgages, meaning if you got to pay your mortgage, you can't pay your mortgage, they're not going to come take your house. We are not there yet, but Airbnb, and I was watching this live stream where this guy was talking about they're not going to, no evictions, no share sales, no evictions. If this thing continues to go on and we get to the people where, because this could be region by region, but if you get people who are locked into their house, can't go to work, they're going to suspend their mortgage payments. Now, if you're the homeowner, this is good. But what if you're the landlord? You got someone sitting in a piece of property, maybe they'll suspend, your right. But I'm gonna tell you something. Let me go in here. What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dad life. 2 reservations canceled, another reservation books. Also have my policy set to strict. If you book my Airbnb, you have 48 hours to cancel for a full refund. After that, you only get 50% refund. Dad life is he ain't taking no prisoners. Thank you, Duper Cooney. Cosmic Wisdoms. Oh my God, the grocery stores were crazy here. No milk, no bread, no. Pretty much, goddess. Really? Bread fight? Lady pulled a knife over. Honey Bunny, our city has already waived the utilities for now. There will be no disconnects. Well, Cosmo, yep, some cities stop evictions and foreclosures, and my landlord investor group was talking about how to get rentals if it comes to my local market. Well, so they still gonna charge rent even when there's no house payments? Can they do that? Dark side, they're canceling board examination for doctors. Good Lord. Detroit's turning on water for shutoffs. Good Lord. William, Celeste, what's up, man? This crisis is all the more reason to start a side business and have money to buy scarce products. Today, I'm going to start making all of all right. Well, here's something that I was looking to do, and I almost did it because there are people who go out and rent properties to do Airbnb. And essentially, you got to disclose this with the landlord. You got to let them know what you're doing because it's their property. And most of the landlords say no because they're going to do if the Airbnb is going to be done there. They're going to do it themselves. So I almost pulled the trigger on it, and I almost was just running the numbers, and then something said, "Don't do it." Because part of it is, one of the things I like to preach is staying in your lane and representing your business and getting your stuff together. And I was like, it just seems like, okay, this is going to require that everything always goes perfectly. Because if I go ahead and sign this lease with someone and get an apartment or a condo or a house to Airbnb, then my Airbnb book rentals got to be rock solid. And I was going to do this like last month. Ketone Fitness, my friend had to go to 4 different grocery stores where they could find meat to buy. Justin Henry, I would not be doing Airbnb right now. Yeah, I would not be doing it. Jerry Westbrook. Well, this is something that could come if because once again, it's going to be region by region. But the thumbnail I'm gonna put up is hilarious because it's Kermit the Frog just chilling. Because there are some people who will take advantage of this. Wait a minute, you can't evict me if I don't pay the rent? They ain't gonna shut off my utilities if I don't pay? Some folks gonna clown. Some folks about to have a party. Some folks gonna take their rent money, their utility money, and ball out. Gonna be up in the strip club like, hey, you can get this 100 right here, baby, because I don't have to pay my rent. I don't have to pay my utilities. They ain't gonna cut them off, man. I'm good. Some folks gonna clown. Honey Bunny, that's a good thing to look at because I'm interested too. Pretty much, Agent J Pool. That was the point I was making. This thing just got started. And for you folks who love Savage Finance, I got a video dropping tomorrow. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. This is videos dropping at Savage Finance tomorrow. Be sure to check it out. Oh yeah, Party Central. I know James saying, man, it's crazy. Some folks going to be eating that strip club buffet every day. Honey Bunny, folks who gonna clown, they don't care about that. They like, it's just gonna be like, what, you mean to tell me that if I don't pay my rent, they can't evict me? If I don't pay the utilities, they ain't gonna turn them off? My inner baller about to come out. I mean, some folks gonna straight up clown. Dude who gouged people on toilet paper and wipes to the tune of 1 million got his Amber Page account suspended. Folks already clowning, man. Folks already clowning. Pretty much, Agent J Pool. Got us know the store I work at part-time in Phipps Plaza has changed hours nationwide. They're now closed at 6 p.m., effectively eliminating me and two other people. The layoffs, the cutback in hours. BR, I just got off my Airbnb side gig. All I did was process extenuating circumstances and cancellations. Airbnb's taking the hit. Victor, that's where I'm at because I was going to do Airbnb. I was like that close to pulling the trigger on it. And some just like, I didn't like the risk because you still had to pay that rent. And I didn't like that. And who was on the flight, and he was like, there was literally 30 people on this flight from Atlanta to Dallas, I believe. It was like 30 people on the flight. We and they already closed the schools here. Good lot, man. Folks getting in fights over petty stuff. LVMCD. I don't really know because no one else has started martial law. I think this is going to negatively impact housing prices. I think this is going to impact everything. Well, Stefan, it could be. Jackson, you crazy. Schools closed to March 30th. So this is what's going on. Like we're I because somebody was doing this live stream on Facebook and I was just listening to him. And if you are a landlord, these are really could be some scary times. Also, the pause on student loan interest helps me. I was already throwing money at that. How will now with no interest it's going to go better? Yeah, you should be paying principal. Well, trucking actually someone tweeted that that Target and Kroger warehouses were full of toilet paper, but they weren't sending out to drivers because of the coronavirus. I don't know if that's true or not. Xano, if you're willing to take road trips instead of flying, everything else, including hotels, Airbnb, and other vacation expenses, are getting to fire sale levels. Victor, I really believe that because right now, let me check Airbnb real quick because a lot of folks is just like, especially these Airbnbs in other countries, they're taking it on the chin right now. Let me go ahead and look next week. $50 a night, 110, $28 a night, Portugal, $35 a night in Hungary. Let's go Dallas, Texas. Let's see what's going on in Dallas. Private room and board in Old East Dallas, $30 a night. Close to Six Flags, $29 a night. Grand one bed on Jackson Street was $81. Now it's $46 a night. Cozy apartment close to downtown. You get the full apartment, $44 a night. Was brand new corporate apartment downtown was 86, now down to 54. It was $80, now 50. Was $96, now 55. It's all on sale, man. So I am real glad that I did not do that. I didn't pull the trigger on that. Stefan, that's funny. Cosmic wisdom, exactly. Knowing them landlord, I have a Section 8 tenant that is super clean. So if she's laid off, I will get the rent from HUD every month on rent pays 4 months of mortgage. I got 2 years saved. Hey, Vegas is cheap. Vegas is empty. Robert Anderson, the really strong corporations are going to do great. Uh, Corporations that are struggling, honey. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about this 2 years ago. I was said 2 years ago was the time to get ready, get out of debt, get your money together, get you some cash stacked to the side, because you know I'm going to go out in a little while just to see what's going on around in my neighborhood. But the Target and the grocery store is bananas. Money Mike, all my long-term rentals and Airbnb properties have 1 year emergency funds. 5 bank accounts got me comfortable. Money Mike, this is one of the things, and you that's very practical and sound. And this is something I tell as a business owner, you got to have your own vacation plan. You got to save some money. So congratulations, Money Mike. All right, Cosmic Wisdom. Markets, restaurants are empty, casinos are pretty empty, supermarkets are winning. It's crazy what's going on, because when I saw dude do that live stream, because I had it the Airbnb, but no evictions, no share sales. Essentially, this is almost, I mean, it's kind of spooky, but in some places, it's like scenes from The Walking Dead, except there are no zombies. I mean, I was watching this video of this chick who was in Italy, and she was literally riding down the street and there was nobody outside. There was nothing. She said, normally I wouldn't be able to ride my bike down the street like this because it's so crowded. So we got all of these Walking Dead scenarios around the world because people are chilling. Richard just delivered 30,000 pounds of toilet paper for 600 bucks, 100 miles trucking is on the incline. Hey, Richard, make that money. Was in the Cab Farmers Market. They were grabbing 25 bags or pounds of rice like they were Pop Tart. And any money? Hey, yeah. Well, Victor, at least you got an emergency fund. Justin Henry, I'm about to launch credit repair as my side hustle. God, it's the word that zombies are coming. I mean, this is where we are. Because essentially, like, watch the stock market next week. It's going to do the same thing it did this week. And because essentially we're getting into a point where people are starting to get laid off. Goddess just mentioned that her company changed their hours and they effectively got rid of her and someone else. As this starts to ramp up, because I'm really going to be interested to see what the job numbers look like in the end of this month, because they cannot be looking good. Unemployment's going to creep up this month and next month, because if they get a handle on this thing, we might keep trucking, but I think the die has been cast. I think the damage has been done. And it started with Trump's trade war, which weakened China before the disease took hold. I mean, Donald be in everything. Oh, it's definitely going to be more than 2 weeks, Cosmic Williams. Justin Henry, I got that pew pew life. I got 3 of them up here. I'm locked and loaded on all 3 levels. I'm not gonna buy on the dip. Justin Ollie Burks. Marcus, the recession's already here. There's a recession in China right now. There's a recession in Italy for real. Maybe a depression. Erica Wiz, we just hired 3 drivers from oil fields, 4 companies, just fired 20 guys. You're gonna see it. The layoffs are starting to amp up. Pretty much. Jackson Anderson, this is one of the functions of this channel. Steven Jameson, they won't be able to hide the job numbers with the well, this is something that I've been hearing because I know 2 Uber drivers, and even before this, they said it was getting slower and slower and slower. So Uber was starting to slow down. Churches are closing. Eric Williams, truck is going to be all right. I have routes going into September. Your city still needs gas, water, food. LVMCD, I have no clue how long this is going to go on. I have no clue because it started in China in December. So December, January, February, March, April. They're just kind of starting to get back to business. So it hit them for 4 months. So, you know, I'm really interesting to see what's going to happen here in America because preventive measures are the order of the day. You're going to see a lot of preventive measures. You're going to see a lot of prophylactic measures taking place. And that just got me because, like I said, there are folks who going to clown if was they set up like they can't evict nobody and they ain't going to turn the utilities off. Folks are going to clown. Folks are going to clown. Steve Jameson, women around the world are already becoming more cooperative. Already. O'Shea did a video about that this morning. Well, I mean, this is trucking's going to be interesting. Case on DoorDash and Uber Eats is booming. Restaurants are empty, but they're still ordering. I'm still delivering. All right. Erica Williams, you're gonna see a bunch of shacking up going on. People about to. It's about to get painful for some people out there. Spain declared state of emergency. That's funny. Charlotte and Tidewater, Virginia schools closed at least 2 weeks. Cities doing business online by phone. Court schedules reopen as usual at the moment. Aaron Emerson, there is opportunity. Yes, I heard gas was going to be like ridiculously low. Gas is $1.66. Bunch of people coming out as homosexuals. William Johnson, yeah, this will pass. But before it passed, there was going to be a lot of collateral damage. And that's what we're talking about. Because this thing just got started. So it's a little premature to be talking about this going to pass. Yeah, it's going to pass. I mean, the Great Depression passed. It only lasted for a decade. It passed, but it lasted for a decade of pain. So I've been figuring out how I'm going to profit from this. Jesse, man, they can seize a hotel. Divorce rate, people about to stop getting divorce rates, Stephen. They're about to stop. Some guy sitting right now on 17,000 bucks of Purell and wipes. His Amazon account. What did I tell y'all about Amazon? Like, once again, Amazon is not going to let their sellers hurt their customer base or get or stick them for their paper. Amazon ain't about that. So I'm not surprised. Amazon's probably going to be suspending a lot of sellers that are trying to take advantage of the situation. Amazon does love closing seller accounts. Gas is $1.75 in Mississippi. Justin Henry, I want you to think about this. What drives real estate? People with jobs. When enough people start losing their jobs and the economy slows down, this will impact real estate. Keith feels that's funny. Well, once again, Amazon, because this is the thing that if you're an Amazon seller, you gotta know that they're Amazon customers. They're not your customers. They're Amazon customers. Because when people say I got it off, they say I got it off Amazon. They don't say I got it from seller 876. I got it off Amazon. Now, interesting. I ordered something from Amazon that was supposed to be delivered tonight, and Amazon is starting to have these delivery issues. That's been going on for a while because you'll order something and they say it's going to be delivered on a certain date. Then you get this, oh, I got this notification that it hadn't even shipped from the warehouse yet, and I'm like, what? What? Just paid $1.91 for a gallon of diesel. The Russia and Saudi Arabia in this oil war, man. Prime Video. Yeah, online is about to boom. There are deals. I got an email from Kroger saying they were hiring immediately. Haven't seen it under $2 since '04. I never really thought about that because a lot of the movies are shot here in Atlanta. Yeah, well, Amazon's been like doing this for a minute because one of the things that I've noticed, it's been like this for a while with Amazon. But I want you to think right now if this thing gets more pronounced, because right now we're at the beginning stages, and I have some theories of what's going to happen, but I don't have a crystal ball because if you look at where the infection rates are, like the infection rates are crazy in the state of Washington. So, it just depends upon where the infection rates spike and what happens. Steve Jameson, Amazon. Yeah, I noticed that because I see that all my Amazon packages come from the Amazon branded truck. Whole paycheck. Well, Amazon bought Whole Foods, so it's all one big happy family. But I am so glad that I did not jump into renting a place to do Airbnb because right now it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just went on the website and everybody has slashed their prices. I was just like, you know, I would have been making money to pay rent to somebody. That's just not cool. You order the mass, William? My brother's a truck driver for Walmart. Asked him he's working overtime to get loads to the stores. He says he has no increase in his normal schedule. Keith feels because once again, like this dude with all this stuff, I'm gonna tell you essentially these temporary opportunists, like the guy who got all the hand sanitizer and stuff, and then try to offload it at an exorbitant price on this Amazon account, and Amazon shut him down now because I've seen this meme like 3 or 4 times where he's in front of his garage with all this sanitizer. Once again, if you're going to start a business and build a brand that you can consistently sell. Because these are just temporary opportunities. It's like, hey, this is a quick way to make a buck. I can go out here and buy this sanitizer. That is not a business model. That's not even trying to start a business. Well, Tracy, like one of the things is if I owned a property free and clear, that would be very different. And a lot of these people who are doing Airbnb are now looking at putting in long-term renters. Well, if you own the property, like if I, because I mean, I need these rooms, so I couldn't Airbnb them out. Because I actually sat down. If I Airbnb the upstairs, because the main bedroom for this house is on the master's on the main, and there's these 3 bedrooms. These 3 bedrooms are studios, which I use for YouTube. But if I wanted to, I could probably make, 2 or 3 thousand dollars a month if I wanted to share my house with strangers. I really don't want to do that. So it ain't gonna happen. Not to mention I need the room. Marcus thesis. Yep, my girl's worried about her Airbnb. She better be worried because demand's gone down. I know eat sense. People love being greedy. Marcus, yep. Vegas is super slow right now. The real life James, houses going on sale soon when people can't pay their mortgages because of job loss. Stack up now. I'm waiting on that, man. LVMC, there's hardly anyone here at the airport in Gulfport, Mississippi. I saw pics of this stuff. He had tons of boxes of it. Agent J. Poole, Spain just announced a lockdown due to the virus. In a month or so, those Airbnb properties will be on sale. Here's the thing. I know people who bought properties to do Airbnb and they don't have long-term renters in there. And they've got mortgages on these properties. So it's going to be real interesting because, like I said, I almost got into it, but one of the things that I've been doing is what do I do? I like communicating with you guys. I like creating courses for you guys. I like educating people. Like I did a video today for Savage Finance that will be released tomorrow. And y'all, y'all gonna love it because I'm having fun with that. 89 Dr. Funk, you had to get the baby wipes. They locked down Manila. Guru James, we're gonna see. Crypto still taking a hit. Hard breakdown. The government's putting a hold on interest rates or for student loans. Yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Each since I actually did that in Canava. Had to get paper, toilet paper for boats that dissolve in water, people that pressed. Well, here's something that I don't think anyone's thought about. What as a prophylactic measure, they just shut everything down? Because, me, I don't actually I'm a person that eats out a lot, so I don't really have a lot of food in the house. So, I gotta go out to the stores and get me some canned goods and some stuff. So, I'm not looking forward to it. But what if everything gets locked down? And this is the thing. The lockdown doesn't have to go on for years. I mean, literally 2 or 3 months and everything stops is gonna cause a lot of problems for a lot of people. I don't know what's gonna happen with commercial real estate. Wildfire Vodka, my liquor business picked up. People need to get a little taste, ease their mind, ease their stress. The real James, I am not going to be buying stock. I will be buying real estate. Dante, what happened to the chef you had? She's still around. Thank you, Duper Kelly, because like the video that's dropping tomorrow is going to be fire. Letting you know, I'm going after people. I'm just not naming names. There's a rumor that's very, I mean, because if you just look at what's happening, schools are closing, colleges are closing, the NBA is canceling the season, college football teams are canceling spring training. We're moving toward this because, like, seriously, YouTube's about to blow up, Netflix about to blow up, anything online's about to blow up. 89 Dr. Funks, we're pretty much thinking the same thing. Hey, make sure. Yes, most people can pay their bills for 1 or 2 weeks tops without working pretty much. Mile Malik. I'm not buying gold right now because here's the thing: like gold, buying gold is just it could be foolish because what can you do with gold? I want you to look at the recessions that happened in Argentina. Well, essentially the collapse of the economy of Argentina and Bosnia. They needed water, food, guns, and bullets because I'm thinking about buying some more guns because guns will be more valuable than gold if things really get crazy. Guns and ammunition will be way more valuable than gold. You could like, hey, I'll trade you this gun for some chickens. I mean, all right, honey bunny. Well, Keith, when I was in Target the other day, I noticed I saw empty shelves. I've never seen empty shelves in Target, and I noticed that there were empty shelves in the grocery store. So we will see. I bet you gun sales are up right now. William Johnson, buy guns and toilet paper. Batteries also will be very. Oh, Sierra Holly. What is it? It's it's March. So yeah, there're gonna be a lot of babies popping out in December. A lot of December babies. All right. So Forex is still bumping, the architect. I'm pretty good on ammo for everything I got. No, Oblong Johnson, sell the recyclables. Yeah, guns are going to be a better thing. Steve Jameson. Bitcoin at 53. Bitcoin went down to 3,800 bucks briefly. It's not fault. That's what I said. The recession is about to be a hard reset to the U.S. economy. I think it really depends upon your state, man. I also thought about getting a shotgun for home defense because that's when a 12 gauge shotgun for home defense is one of the best weapons to have because you can hit an intruder and you don't have to worry about the shots going through the walls injuring family members. Because, this is one of the dangers of certain high power weapons. Like you could shoot someone in the kitchen and your bullet can literally travel through the walls upstairs and hit somebody you love. But I mean, it's about to get interesting. It's about to get cray cray up in here. But once again, you know, I'm going to be checking the news and I'm going to be looking for this stuff because if this happens, because the guy was saying, because it's going to happen region by region. It's not going to be, if this happened in every state, in every city, I mean, we're talking about people being behind for years. But like I said, once again, because one of the things, because I was doing a lot of studying on real estate and stuff, and one of the recommendations is to buy real estate in working class neighborhoods because you can always rent to these people because these people don't make enough money to buy a house, so they become perpetual renters. And that wasn't going to be my ploy. That still isn't my ploy because you know I'm going to rent. I'm going to do something a little different. Hollywood prep. I really don't have any predictions right now because I don't have enough information. I haven't studied. Because one of the reasons I'm doing this live stream today is I saw this guy. He's a real estate investor, and I think he does. He's got commercial and residential property, and then someone sent him this because I guarantee you that some people, because essentially there's a certain classification of people. Let's just call it the poor people. Poor people is like, you mean tell me I don't have to pay my rent? They can't kick me out. What? It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Wait a minute. I don't pay my electric bill. They ain't gonna cut the power off. Woo, 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 woo. Big booty Betty. Big booty Betty. I mean, that's folks who just gonna straight up clown. So once again, like I'm good on my firearms. I got a lot of ammo, but more importantly, let's talk about what kind of online businesses can you get into because here is the problem with that. If we start to suffer massive job loss and we start to suffer massive layoffs, people will not have the money to buy products unless you're selling to the knowledge workers, the people who work for Apple, the people who work for Google. Google's going to go on, Apple's going to go on because all, except for the people in their manufacturing plants, a lot of Apple's employees can work from home. So, it's going to be really interesting. Kevin Lugman, the losses people's 401k suffered would be felt longer than the virus. Absolutely. There's some people whose 401k took a hit in 2008 and they never came back. Because see, all 401ks are not invested in the same stuff. Everyone's not investing the same way. So that's a really good point. Righteous media eviction free means landlords collect a lump sum or run. Well, once again, there is a certain demographic that's not the most responsible. Keith Fields, I agree. My coworker said he took all his cash out of his account sitting on 45K and said he's waiting for deals and constantly on the marketplace. Oh, everything's like right now, Airbnb is on fire. Airbnb is fire sale prices. I mean, I just went to Dallas. Let me go to Las Vegas. Let's see what's happening in Las Vegas. First thing was $57, now 46. Was $60, now 36. Was $40, 25. $97 was 97, now 69. Everything on this page is on sale. Everything on this page is on sale. Everything's marked down. That means that everybody is feeling this. Let me see. Let me go ahead and the average nightly price in Las Vegas was 154. Now I'm seeing that stuff's going for a third of that. This is a really, I wish I could show y'all this place that's going for $54 a night. It's 4 guests, studio, 2 beds, 1 bath. It's very nice. I mean, he's got 80 reviews. It's going cheap, man. It's going cheap. Digital advertising. Oh, yeah, they're going to buy necessities. Oh, meet Kevin. I know who he is. Honey Bunny. That's interesting. People with digitalized income are going to be all right. Well, once again, if this thing really rolls up, it's going to hit everybody. Apple closed all its US stores. I didn't know that. Kung Fu sanitizers. Tracy's Hawaii flights, 330 round trip. I remember I was stationed in Hawaii. I actually remember my plane ticket because I had to drive to Atlanta because there was no planes that left from Birmingham. It was $659 round trip for my flight from Atlanta to Hawaii. And this was in the 80s. That 330 is crazy. I was on the Airbnb site. Everything on Airbnb is for sale. Everything. Earlier they asked the homeowner how much he's selling his home for. He says he wants full retail. He may still get it right now, but a few months down the road, no. Win Resort wouldn't offer me. Keep at it, William, because they're gonna soften up those prices. Jackson, we just got $99 one trade trips from West Coast to Hawaii. Wow. Well, the people who took out loans on their 401ks, they got to pay that back. So it's interesting. It's interesting. But once again, just another day, another event, some for you guys to think about, for you guys to prepare, because next week I'm going to start the YouTube course. I'm going to start it Monday. So be prepared for that, because this is the time for you to, because I'm home all the time anyway. So this ain't no big deal for me. I remember there was a snowstorm here that had Atlanta snowed in for literally a week. People were losing it. They were getting cabin fever because they couldn't go out somewhere. I was just fine. So once again, this is what's going down. Like, I'm going to be interesting. Watch the stock market tomorrow, next week. What is Bitcoin at? Bitcoin's 5,300 bucks. Bitcoin miner stuns upon 8 million stash from 2010 sales before crash. Smart man, smart man, smart man. And also watch all of these personal finance channels, because right now, everyone, a lot of these personal finance YouTubers are young. They're in their 20s or early 30s, and they're a long way from retirement. And a lot of them, it's like, I'm going to keep buying stock. I'm going to keep buying these blue chip companies. I'm going to keep putting money in the market. And, it doesn't speak to someone who is older. And this is one of the reasons I'm doing Savage Finance, because be sure to check out the video tomorrow, because it's going to be fire. Well, personal development, that's a really good question. Personal development helped me get to where I'm at, because essentially you have to make yourself as a person more valuable to society before society will start paying you the money that you want. So, yeah, I would think Jim Rohn's personal development videos help people get rich. 8 cents, maybe you get some credit increases. Thank you, Royston. Because here's the thing, you know, as many people said in the chat, this will pass. The Great Depression did pass. It just lasted 10 years. We're still in the beginning stages of this thing. And I know it will pass at some point and things will go back to normal. The NBA will start playing games. Will people start having meetings and conferences? But I want you to think this is very much like it was right after 9/11. Right after those planes went in the building, people were freaking out. And 9/11 speeded up the recession that was under, it just made it happen quicker, because the recession was already in the cards. And since, 2018, I've been saying, get ready for this recession. It's coming. I put it out 2018. I put it out at like 20 something months. Here we are. So but this is going to be wild. 8 cents, like, yeah, you can get more credit, because certain things are going to go on. Certain things are just going to keep going on. They're going to be the same way that they are. I mean, I want you to think in terms of what's not going to be impacted. The internet's not going to be impacted. YouTube's not going to be impacted. Facebook's not going to be impacted. Digital marketing is not going to be impacted. Running Facebook ads is not going to be impacted. As long as because essentially as long as we have people who are employed, who need and buy things, the economy is going to keep going. It's just going to slow down. And that's where we're at, because the economy is already slowing down, because we're starting to have layoffs all over the place. I think Erica just mentioned that one of these oil companies laid off 20 drivers. And the price of gas, let's see, what's the price of gas in Georgia? Price of gas near me. Let's see, what is it? The Kroger is 228. Costco is 270. Remember when we had this gas crisis, and people were like tripping, and when people were trading in their SUVs and buying Priuses, it was crazy. The real estate market is going to be impacted, especially if we have massive layoffs. They're not going to interview me on CNBC. I'm not part of the gang. $1.84 indicator. Found a spot in North Carolina too. It's going to go down more. See, are they keeping people, but they're cutting hours? Well, once again, I just look at the condition of the people. And once again, like this is a very scary prospect, because this hasn't happened all over the place. But I guarantee you, if they go ahead and put a moratorium in place where they can't evict people, and these banks cannot foreclose on people, and the sheriff ain't, there gonna be a lot of people who gonna clown. They like, at Christmas, God, Jesus Christ has blessed us. And they're gonna be buying crab legs and be doing mukbang videos on YouTube and eating fish and lobster tail. It's funny. The other day, I found this YouTuber. She is B Love. B Loves. B capital B Loves. She is hilarious. This chick got a video of her eating seafood that has 12 million views. She's just sitting there eating, breaking 12 million views, eating seafood. So, and her YouTube channel does about $60,000-$70,000 a month. Little black chick. She is hilarious. Dante, my wife loves be loved. She's a millionaire and smacking and getting paid. Cosby was already being considered holding evictions, foreclosures in Miami, New York City. See? Tracy, she's the queen of mukbang. B Love has a sauce she sells on Amazon. Really? Yeah, B Love's, her channel's 3 years old. I went ahead because I was just surprised. She just blew up. Johnny One, she has pretty eyes. She's funny, man. Nah, I'm not gonna be visiting those strip clubs. Raphael Richard, are fake gurus selling courses screwed? Nope. Oh, a lot of people know who B Love is. Okay, okay. No, no. Here's the thing. I want you to understand. How did I get started? I got started in 2009. What was happening in 2009? It was a recession. And I created a product that helped people make more money. And I blew up. Once again, a recession is an opportunity for you to make money if you're properly positioned. Let's go ahead. I had no personal debt in 2009. I have no car payments. I didn't even have a house payment. I'll be factual. I didn't even have a house payment. I was like, I had like a lot of money in the bank. So I had the option. I gave myself 2 years to become a full-time writer and make some money because I was good. And this is one of the things that it sounds so strange and crazy because there are so many people out there who cannot say, I'm going to take 2 years to do X, Y, and Z because they got bills. They got to pay that car note. They got to pay that Visa and MasterCard. They got to pay those student loans. They got to pay that mortgage. They have to go out and work these jobs that they hate because they got these bills for things that they like. There are a bunch of people driving cars they don't like and paying a lot of money for them. Well, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with the strip club. We're gonna see what's gonna happen all over the place because essentially we're in for some strange and crazy times right now. Royston, thanks you for the $20 super chat. Um, we in just for some crazy stuff, but like again, I am so glad that I decided to stay in my lane because I made the decision before this even started for me to double down on YouTube. The reason that I deleted, what's up, Greg, with your little bitch ass? I know you're watching. I deleted that personal finance channel because I was building it the wrong way. And I have a greater sense of what I'm doing on YouTube because um, Savage Finance will be a month old on the 19th. And I'm already halfway there to monetization. The first YouTube channel was 4 months old. I wasn't even close. I didn't have the subscribers. I didn't have the watch time. So I'm going to be getting AdSense money on that channel probably within 6 weeks. Probably within 6 weeks. And that's the fastest that because my disruptive mail channel, I think it took 4 or 5 months for it to be monetized. And I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to do what I do best. And this is why, because I thought long and hard about getting into the Airbnb thing. And I'm so glad I didn't do this. Hellcat, Tony, I would not invest in gold and silver. I would invest on getting my skill sets up. I would invest in guns. This is a great time to buy yourself some guns because guns really don't lose their value. Yeah, B Love, she's entertaining. Well, honestly, I've really been wanting to do the personal finance thing for a minute. And the first time I did it, it just like, honestly, I knew that the personal finance video for couples wasn't going to do that well, but I still did it because people need this information. And I knew to stop using the thumbnail for the debit card video. I knew that was going to do well. And one of the things that I've done is I'm building this channel for long-term durability because on this channel I'll do something and the video will die like within a day or so. Whereas the videos on Savage Finance, they're still getting views. Malik, only fine. Trish Playtas is the one who started OnlyFans. That's who's really getting paid. Thank you, Tracy. So with that, I will see you guys later. Be sure to go to the front of the channel and also be sure to go over to Savage Finance. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.